How Long Gone, coming to you live from the nation's capital. We're at the Doge Dorms down in here in the wharf, Washington, D.C. Make some fucking noise.
The Doge Dorms.
I came up with that. I feel like based on what
Save that for the stage tonight at the Atlantis in Washington, D.C.
I'm going to.
Too late for a plug.
Too late for a plug. Yeah. We're in an area. We're at a hotel in an area that could be one of the most cursed parts of any town that I've ever been to in my entire life.
It's called the Wharf.
It's called the Wharf. The hotel's perfectly fine. The hotel's fine, but the area is it's referred to as the Doge Dorms by How Long Gone because it's apparently its residents, at least in its early phases of its development, were Trump.
Yeah,
not just supporters, maybe employees.
It was literal Doge folks.
Yeah. This isn't just a clever joke. This is just what it was.
It's not a types of people. It is the people.
It is the actual people.
Yeah. So basically, we had dinner last night with a friend of the show, an ex-guest, Kyle Chayka, and his beautiful wife, and they were we were all talking about it, and I think I said it's not like, because like I live in LA and you have lived in Atlanta and New York, and there's a lot of these places where it'll just one day a whole entire street block or like a small chunk of the 10% of a city is just like, oh, now it's like a mall of the future, in a way that I was saying it's a colony, not a shopping center, not a district, not a neighborhood. It was just like one day this was just whatever, and now it's the Gordon Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen and a matcha fried chicken and waffle place and
a
walkable place. I don't know.
I walked yesterday. I mean, today I walked around a little bit because I had to get some supplies, and it's just like, it feels like, I think they designed these places so that the residents ideally never have to leave. It's like we're
a colony.
It's like we're in the it's like we're in the UAE or something where it's too hot to go outside.
Right, or you're on Mars in a Total Recall style where, so this is getting us ready for the eventual, America 2.0.
I think this is what most people want, is the sad reality. I think that's why these are popping up.
But the question
everywhere.
is, do they want it because it's what they want, or it's because it's what government tell us that we want? You know what I mean?
I don't think this has anything to do with the government. I think it has to do with people's poor taste. I don't think it has anything to do with the government. I think it's people prioritizing.
I'm saying, do we have is the taste in us, or has the taste been planted in us?
No. I think it's basically the strive for convenience takes over everything, which I understand to some extent. But like,
it's nice. Well, I guess they're saying like, how this place used to be a walkable city, and then we ruined it. Now we're gonna give
build another walkable
We're gonna
city.
give you our version of a walkable city.
Was this ever a walkable city, you think?
Washington, D.C.?
Yeah.
I'm sure many parts of it are extremely walkable.
Yeah, still, I'm sure. I just don't consider it like a walkable city. I think the train works well here, though. I've never taken it, but I think the train...
obviously New York is a very walkable city, but, that's just one little island. You can walk from one end to the other in half an hour.
Nowhere...
half a day.
Like, no city is actually walkable besides New York or maybe London. Paris.
Yeah. There are lots of walkable areas, and this swamp that we're living in, the swamp part of DC,
it's very walkable.
But I don't know how walkable it was before. But,
it wasn't. I'm sure
they're taking. I guess the other word that Kyle used was astroturfed, which sums it up pretty well as well. But I'm always weary of these planned walkable shopping center communities because they're all just only based and built around commerce and finding out new ways to separate you from your money.
I'm not really...
and making you think that it's your idea.
I'm not weary of it when it's for 48 hours and it's sort of convenient. I think living in a place like this is crazy.
Yes.
Like that is the difference. Like being in a place you don't live, where you have everything underneath you, even if it's not exactly what you want, it's still like what you want,
Yeah, I guess we've talked about this before. People who live at the Americana or the Grove.
This is that. It's a less sexy version.
It only makes sense if you are a traveling professional, athlete, actor. Hey, I'm going to be in town for 2 months. I need a fully furnished apartment that has a Walgreens at the bottom and a Starbucks next door and a Freshie and a Tucky and a Toasty and a Crunchy.
It's possible that the government employees want that too, because they're just working so much. Like a 26-year-old government employee works harder than we've ever worked in our entire lives, probably.
Yeah, they're in and out of a helipad. I got to go to Fallujah this weekend.
I don't know.
I don't have time to make dinner.
I don't know if that level. Maybe both levels. I was thinking more foot soldiers.
I'm living on the 43rd floor. I got my hungry root dying on the line.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think I get why people like it. It's just it's deprioritizing what counts. You know.
I'm on a megabus back from Maryland.
Beautiful Maryland, just right there.
If you say so.
Just right there. Just the greater DC area includes Maryland and Virginia.
Yeah, I can't wait to get back home to Los Angeles for just a few days. But I'm loving DC. The last time we had a show here, it was my favorite show of the tour.
I don't remember it really. I remember
if you remember DC show,
I remember it being good, but I don't remember the specifics. I guess is what I remember the general.
And I'm the one who was faded.
Yeah, I'm sure you were faded.
What's up with that memory, dog? Do you need to take some type of
terrible memory?
Alpha brain?
Well, it's because nothing matters. Like
none of your little injectables and pesticides and propofols. None of those things do anything for the mental.
I don't think anything can help with memory.
A little beeswax.
I think all of it's fake.
Sea moss.
I don't remember my childhood at all. I just don't think. I just like, who cares? Like, why do I need to remember the DC show from a year ago? It doesn't really matter.
Well, I agree.
If I remember my social security number, my birthday, I'm straight.
At what age do you think you're gonna forget, or you're not gonna be 1,000% on the social security number?
Oh, I could fuck that up today if you asked me at the wrong time.
Really?
Oh, you kidding, bro? I'll fuck up my ATM password that I've had for 20 years sometimes. Just like
four-digit number?
Yeah, we'll just be like, oh shit, no, it's the other.
Well, is your number easy to remember, or is it hard to remember? What is it?
I knew that was coming. Just tell me. It'd be easier for me to understand. It's neither easy or hard. It's just...
we'll totally bleep it.
It's regular.
Okay, it's regular.
I would say middle of the road. Yeah.
Okay.
But I could forget anything. My mom will tell me some shit. I'll be like, what? That happened to me?
It ain't nothing to forget.
It ain't nothing to forget. And it's not even like I had a great childhood. I just don't need to remember it.
Okay. Yeah, we're not repressing...
No.
Trauma.
No, I'm not Catholic. It's all good.
Well, the way I look at it, our brain, it's kind of like a hard drive. So
mine's more of a
yours is more of a zip drive disk, limited capacity.
I'm a purple zip drive disk.
Purple zip drive. Downsides, I guess upsides, it's cool, it's vintage, it's kind of unique physical media, it's tangible, and I think that's awesome. It's like one of your big star shirts.
You could touch it.
Downside, limited storage capacity, has the ability to physically and literally degrade at a certain point. The cloud ain't gonna save you.
If left out in the sun too long, things could go awry.
Yeah, I mean, just like a Tesla motor, it can only spin so many times before the whole thing's done. So going back to it, me considering it a hard drive, I consider a hard drive has the most empty room to be a smooth, slick running machine. You got a 1 terabyte hard drive, you got 1 gigabyte of files.
I like where you're going with this.
It's efficient, it's fast. Your ability to recall this information is literally easier and quicker. And there are so many memories in our minds that we don't need anymore, that we've archived and we've processed them and they're down there. And we need to remove a lot of these unnecessary memories in order to save room as our aging minds become worse and worse at recalling things. And you see old people, you see your grandparents calling you Chris and me Jace, we're switching our names up and you got to make a left. No, did I say left? You're like... So you got to keep it the machine as greased as possible. So
I just got 2 terabytes, baby. I think it's working.
People who remember their like body count, like don't hold on to that information. It doesn't serve you, because at some point, what if you're on Jeopardy, or what if what if you were like walking down the street and some guy's like, "Can you name this song for $5?" And you're too busy thinking about like the California mission report that you did when you were in 5th grade, San Luis Obispo.
I don't remember. At one point, I knew all the state capitals, but that's something.
And your young mind, that occupied, let's say, 35%
minimum
of the total processing power of your little pea brain.
Minimum. And my brain is still pea. That's the problem.
It's still pushing pea, isn't it?
It's still pushing pea. Brain looks like pee. It doesn't.
Wow, okay. Yellow diamonds. Brain look like pee-pee.
Yellow diamonds.
Yeah, so get it all out of there. Remove. But I would say, I know you're not ever going to go on a Waska journey. I know you're never going to do some crazy drug thing.
I'm not a loser.
But I would say you should consider my version of a defragment. It's a popular term with hard drives.
I'm familiar with defragment.
Okay, good. I wasn't sure.
Look, I was raised on AOL, bro. I remember.
You got to defrag the drive.
Yeah.
You gotta. There's another. I forgot what it's called, but I would say the sensory deprivation that helps to really defrag. And when you delete a bunch of photos and they're still in the recently deleted, and you're sure you're gonna find them. You know what I mean? The defrag, you
that gets it all out.
You empty the recycling bin, and then you take the bin, and then you throw the bin in the trash can. Because a lot of people recycle, and we all know that that's fake. So what you do
100%.
is you throw away the recycling bin.
I like where your head's at on this. This is good stuff right here. Because recycling, even though I believe in it, I'm just kidding. I don't believe in it. It's fake. It's fake.
It was a great idea at one point, but we've been defeated by big recycling.
I assume we're of the same mind. It gets separated, but then it goes to the same place as the trash in the end. Is what I.
There's a lot. This could be a whole.
Sure.
We need to get PJ vote over here. Where does your recycling actually go? But
I just don't.
We need to get Pablo Tor. Tor on this episode.
It feels like a thing that no one really wants to follow up on because it would
too stinky.
It's just like I don't.
I mean, a rummage.
I
think that when recycling was first invented, they're like, "This is great," and then everyone at the city was like, "Just give them the blue bins. They'll shut the fuck up."
Dude, I went to.
And they go and once it goes to the city dump, unless someone can make a nickel off of these aluminum cans.
That's not gonna.
It ain't gonna happen.
I remember going to the Rockdale County Recycling Center,
which is why I hoard,
because we had to drop off recycling. When it first started, you had to take it to the place and drop it off.
My broke ass used to get a little check doing that.
But then I would see it and I'd be like, this just looks like a different heap. This is plastic trash versus regular trash. Like it didn't look any. You know what I mean? It didn't look like they were doing anything different with it.
Same pile, different heap?
That's what I'm saying. I didn't seem like they were doing anything different with it, is all I'm saying.
Well, ideally, they're separating each material,
of course.
And then you have to clean it.
I see how those trash cans look at Sweet Green, bro. People be mixing stuff. Nobody's going through there with a hand.
No.
No one's going through there with a hand anywhere. No one's going through it anywhere.
And there's a lot of, you see the one trash can, it has 3 different holes, but each one goes into.
Yeah, it all goes this.
This one is compost. This is biodegradable. This one is recyclable. This is glass only.
Composting is one of the most disgusting.
I'll go in the same bag.
Trends that has ever I feel like I don't hear about it anymore that much.
I hear about it.
That's disgusting.
Well, I would say that spiritually, composting is the only form of waste that is not disgusting.
I mean, I don't think about trash in any sort of spiritual sense, so I don't really.
Well, one could argue anything compostable is not trash.
I would not argue that, but I see
if it's an organic material,
sure,
then the earth will.
Yeah, you want your house to smell like organic material from the little silver bin you keep?
I don't keep nothing inside the house, brother man.
I think that having compost is literally so you can feel better about yourself. There's no purpose beyond that.
Well, of course.
I mean, that's most things, I guess. But
of course. I mean, there's some people, my brother will get the espresso grounds going and the eggshells going, and he'll say, "Oh, my plants love it."
Sure.
It's like caviar to my plants.
I'm not saying there's not a use for it. I'm sure there is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have one.
Yeah, I think it's more disgusting that we have to try to find a place to put all these fax machines. All these.
The big printers.
The big printer.
The ones you can rent, they're so big. You got office style.
Do you have the number for a good printer rental?
We should talk about Hulk Hogan, RIP, to one of the worst of all time. We're having a tough week for old guys that I don't care about dying.
Yeah, Chuck Mangione passed at 84. I know you're not. Was he a trumpeter? I think that's what he did.
84 is pretty good.
Good run. Living on borrowed time.
Hulk Hogan is forever, to me, he sued Gawker, one of the greatest websites of all time. He ruined lives by suing Gawker because he fucked his homie's wife and got caught. That's your bad, Hulk.
I mean, that is the... I mean, you know, that's a great debate that could really go either way because, you know, you've got the Gawker, you've got the Vulture, you've got these similar types of web, you know, we're going to expose, we're going to get the tea, the goss, the scandals. And it was kind of woke, but also, you know, you do the crime, you do the time, the narc aspect is, you know, like
there's a big narc
there's
aspect.
A lot of things to consider.
It's Hulk Hogan. Like I don't know. I don't put him in any like. He was literally a professional wrestler. Like, how do you think about him in any sort of
the sympathy?
Yeah, like who cares? He was like a rich dumb guy from Florida.
I mean, you know,
I guess people grew up with it though.
Hulk was a person too. Hulk was a human too.
Of course.
We're all flawed.
Never forget his daughter and her reality show.
Oh yeah, and his son who was a DJ for a while.
Oh yeah, I remember. yeah, hell yeah.
That's
between Ozzy,
I almost quit DJing
Ozzy and Hulk Hogan,
son.
we've lost some reality TV royalty this week. We really have.
Yeah, I saw somebody tweet saying like somebody better go keep an eye on Flavor Flav because in terms of the amount of, you know, top tier legendary reality television personalities, Hulk and Flav and Ozzy, that's like the Rushmore right there.
Well, since Rushmore has 4, we could add Bret Michaels.
Okay.
Love of Rock
was
was a long running hit on
That's
VH1.
true.
Long running hit.
And also, you know, it's always the one, you know, Ric Flair still alive and kicking, you know what I mean?
That's because he's cool.
That's because he's cool.
That's the thing. He's surviving strictly on coolness alone, I think, at this point.
Yeah, I mean, you know, with Hulk, I mean, I guess like Ozzy, he was cool. I think he just was old and life got him. He put a lot of miles on that, but different kind of miles. You know, there's wrestler miles and then there's Ozzy miles.
Hulk Hogan.
Wrestler miles hit a lot different.
Hulk Hogan's body must have been just mangled. I mean, just the amount of problems he must have. Not even from like a heart health standpoint, but from like a just daily pain.
Yeah,
I can't even imagine.
Some Travis Pastrana type shit.
Yeah, he must be addicted. He must have been on the Fent patches.
Well, that's the thing is because you got the Aussies who are like, yeah, I just do, you know, a quarter ounce of cocaine and drink a bottle of Jack every day from 1960 to the year 2007. You know, so I'm probably not going to see 100, and I'm probably, you know, he's not eating salmon, brown rice bowls every day. I'm sure he was eating okay, but like he wasn't punishing his body as physically. But then you got the wrestlers. They're destroying their body from the inside out and doing just as much drug and alcohol abuse on top of it.
Well, at least at that point. I feel like now...
Life expectancy for a pro wrestler, if you came up in the 70s, 80s, like if you touch 50, you're blessed.
I feel like it's like skateboarding where now they probably take it seriously and they treat it like athlete style. But I think you're right. Then they were definitely like...
They're wearing helmets and knee pads and shit.
They were drunk.
They're wearing, doing a sesh on the curb with like a mouth guard in.
I just thought it would be smart to wear all my pads. I just wanted to protect myself. I'd hate to scratch my knee.
Yeah, we just got back from Chicago where they'll call you a beep if you're wearing a helmet on a motorcycle.
Dude, that is so true, though. That is so true.
You see a guy riding a motorcycle in Chicago with a helmet on, you're like, this fucking cool.
Look at this guy. What kind of pussy are you?
His fucking life.
I mean, I don't know when. Also, when did that happen? When did it become like the fact that there's states where you don't have to wear a helmet is pretty crazy.
Yeah, and then there's some states where they have to put a sign on the door that says no guns allowed.
Sure, that's a lot of states now.
Which is a lot of states. And when you see it, you're like, oh yeah, everyone around here has a gun.
I think the helmet thing is only a few places left because it's so stupid.
I mean, it does. When you see a guy riding a motorcycle or a lady or a non-binary motor queen vixen with no helmet on, you're like, yeah, hell yeah, that's fucking sick as hell. You see like an old guy on a purple Harley listening to the Dead, like just kind of bending corners.
They love blasting music out of those speakers.
Cool. You see an old black guy driving past the McDonald's
On the chopper.
on a big old chopper, bumping Jodeci.
The thing about the chopper,
speakers all blown out and shit.
This doesn't seem comfortable for long periods of time.
For our listeners at home, he's doing the Rachel Kushner style ape hangers, a Maddie Matheson 70s kind of easy rider thing. And you're talking about how it's probably not comfortable to do it. That is the whole point.
No, of course, but it's punishing.
It's not comfortable to do a 500-pound squat either, Chris.
Yeah, but
we do it because you can't.
You do it once. You don't have to ride for 2 hours in that position. That's the difference.
Look,
repetitive motion will destroy the body. Ask Hulk Hogan.
Damn. Wow.
This cannot. There's no way that you can sustain that for that long. I don't care how tough.
Of course not. That's the whole point.
I don't think that is the point because they like to ride for long periods of time.
You build it up. It's like
I don't believe
it's how much of we don't ride for comfort. We ride to haul ass feel American steel between our thighs.
I just don't think this looks cool either, though. It looks like you're stretching.
You are literally stretching.
But it's just this so dumb. It's so illogical. It doesn't look any cooler than a regular motorcycle is what I'm saying.
I think it's a different
kind motorcycles
of cool.
Don't look cool. It's a form of transportation.
You know, it's a self-harm. It's like a masochistic punishment kind of thing. It's like
I get it. You just prefer it and you go with it.
And this is how I choose to signal my manliness and my badassery.
Sure.
And you got to let them do it.
Well, I'm not policing anybody.
And also, as we get older, that underarm flab, that probably really helps. It's like a lymphatic drainage for the Mongol in your family.
You're just keeping it up.
You're keeping it up, and it's going.
Oh, I didn't think about the
vibration.
The vibration's good,
especially once you get those RPMs up. You're redlining the Indian down I-95.
Whoa, chill.
Think of the amount of drainage.
I mean, well, you know that.
Anyway, rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. You were a racist, but you were funny.
I just can't.
One of the best tweeters of all time.
Wrestling. I just can't believe that wrestling is a thing. It shocks me when I think about it logically.
I think it's amazing, actually,
and it's bigger than it ever has been.
Yeah, I think what I love about it is that everyone in 2025 all knows what's going on. We're in on it.
Yeah.
We all know it's fake. We know the behind the scenes. We're watching the podcasts and they're telling you everything that's happening. All the wrestlers are going on chat shows and telling you all the secrets, and everyone still watches it because it's just true pageantry in a time where that doesn't exist anymore unless it's like The Voice.
It's one of the most embarrassing
singer.
things you can be interested in, but I also think that it's really plays into nostalgia in a way that most things don't. Right. Like I think that if you grew up with that, then it really sticks with you as an adult.
I mean, I grew up with it, but it didn't stick with me.
No, obviously not. But I'm just saying, I think it was like when that was popular, there was a lot less to choose from as a kid. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of people were exposed to it while the brain was forming. And it sticks with you.
People have those same arguments when they're talking about like, oh, well, Kimmel only gets 3 million back in the day. Carson was getting 30 million.
Yeah.
And you're like, bruh, there was 2 channels.
Yeah, there was no, it's very different.
That was it.
Different equation. Very different equation. But wrestling is pageantry. I agree with you on that. I think it's still...
Let the fellas have a soap opera.
Yeah, it is a soap opera for fellas. I appreciate the physicality of it, of course.
Pause. Whereas I'm more into it for the articles.
You love the storytelling. I'm just here for the character arc on John Cena this season. He's really bringing it.
I'm not a Cena fan. My followers know that. But yeah, I'm a storyteller, I guess. Speaking of dudes touching each other a bunch, let's talk a little bit about Pedro Pascal. There's a lot of people who are saying, we need to have a talk about Pedro's behavior.
He's on the press tour for the movie.
Mm-hmm. For Fantastico. Cuatro Fantastico.
Fantastic Fourth. And he is, I guess there's a Vanessa Kirby, I think is her name. There's like a blonde. Or maybe it's for a different movie.
It's been happening for years.
Yeah, but today specifically, there's someone.
Yeah,
because she's married and pregnant. So
Sure.
they're making it a bigger. So like Daily Mail is basically. I'm like, the fact that everyone still pretends that he's straight on this level, where they get mad at him for the way he acts, is it's bordering on like, how stupid do you think we are?
Well, is it Pedro's? I mean, isn't it okay if Pedro doesn't want to publicly come out and say?
Of course. But I'm saying that as a writer at any publication, you know as well as I know that Pedro is gay. So writing that story is disingenuous and wrong.
I agree.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and I get, people say it's his anxiety, and like this is his way of dealing with anxiety, and it's all believable.
I bet I could find some guys I know that have helped him ease his anxiety if I looked hard enough, but I'm not going to do that.
And it is, it's, I don't know, I'm of two minds, because it's a very easy subject to make
it's funny.
jokes about.
It's like funny.
It is
of
very
course,
funny.
of course.
But then it also, the other side is like, is there some dark thing where Pedro is at odds and he really wants to come out, but he's afraid it's gone too far and now he's old, and is it going to affect his career?
Well,
and
of course
so,
that's at play, or he would be out. I mean, that has to be part of it. It's not. It's just like one of the most. It's like a.
Or even darker, like, does he have some type of non-disclosure sexuality agreement with with one of the studios or whatever?
I just don't think that. I think that
because once he turns gay, one door opens, another one closes, because a lot of opportunities arise for him. But then if he is being, he's in every single movie. There's 10 movies at the theater.
Yeah,
he's the leading man in 6 of them.
For sure. Yeah.
And he is playing a hunky straight man who fucks chicks. So if he's gay, is that going to fuck up his money?
I mean, possibly, but he still looks straight, like enough. You know what I mean? The way that Lee Pace looks straight, it's like you could play whatever you want because you're that good looking, and it's like masculine.
Have you ever met
features?
Have you ever met a person, or have you been friends with anyone who deals with their social anxiety or stress by touching the homies?
Not that I know of. I mean, unless the source of stress is like alcohol and cocaine, and they're a little. But I think it. But I guess what I'm finding.
I mean, other than when you're like hanging out with a 5-year-old or younger, where
they grab onto leg
when it gets too crazy at Disneyland.
No, I think my real problem with this is that it feels like they are like vilifying him in this way for not doing anything wrong. Like, it's not like you can't try to make this guy out to be like a weird predator because he's like friendly with his co-star who clearly is okay with it. It just doesn't. It's the subtext is all wrong.
Yeah, I think because the area is too gray, that's where people are getting frustrated. It's a shit or get off the pot. It's a come out of the closet or stop touching our hose. You can't have both.
Yeah, sure.
But I would like to think there's a scenario where Pedro is straight. He is into touching on women, and he wants you to think that he's gay, because when it really boils down to it, gay or straight, Pedro Pascal can take anyone's chick at any time.
Sure. I think
even if Pedro is gay and you hit the button on the hotel elevator and Pedro says, "You want to come up to my room and you could suck my dick," and then, "I thought you were gay, Pedro," and he's like, whatever. Like, he can have it all. You know what I mean? He can have his cake and eat it too.
He can have it all
if he's a straight person who's pretending to be gay.
I think
so he could be touching.
I wish that your diabolical theories were true, but I'm pretty sure he's just a successful gay man who doesn't want to fuck up his leading man money, and he's getting hit in on and he's. I mean, it would be crazy to act like you've never met the gay homie who is touchy with your wife or girlfriend. Like, that's just like a normal. We can't make everything like, you see that, you see what he's doing.
But we've all had the straight homie who likes to put his hand on the lower back of your chick, or
sure,
gets
but
a little touchy.
That's just, but if you look at what they're claiming, it is not that. That's the thing. It's like we're talking. You know what I mean? It's not like we're drunk and I'm like brushing by you too closely. It's like he's in like deep conversation with someone and they're like making eye contact. You know what I mean? It's not like it's like
He does weird shit though.
Yeah, I mean he's a weird guy.
I
But
saw one. Was it Willem Dafoe? It was some older actor like that, and it was Willem's wife, I think, and then Pedro. They were like having a funny, jokey moment, and then Pedro, out of nowhere, just sort of uncontrollably takes his hand and does this to his wife's face. Or maybe it was Sean Penn. It was Defoe or Penn. And then he's like, what are you doing,
Well,
bro?
it's definitely Sean Penn. Sean Penn's looking for a fight at all times.
Defoe's
He's
like,
I don't
me
even know
next.
He's like, I don't even know this chick, but I'm going to fight him. I'm going to beat your ass.
Sean Penn will forget that his wife is right there and beat your ass for
I just
touching
think
his
we got to
wife.
let Pedro cook, man. I just don't. I'm just like, I don't really understand I think he's gotten so famous. That's the only reason things like this are even part of the conversation. It's because he's so well liked and in so many successful movies that people are looking for something to sort of pick apart.
I wonder if him and Bad Bunny ever just like have like a standing monthly meeting where they exchange ideas on how they're.
Oh, they might. Yeah, they're exchanging something. It's called bodily fluids.
I knew
Chief.
you were gonna go there. I knew you were gonna in before gay sex, but I think when they're done poking and sucking and doing whatever, when they're waiting for the ice cream sundae to come to the hotel room while they're going to watch the screener for Devil Wears Prada 2. Yeah, they already have it. Are they exchanging ideas on how they sort of navigate through the waters of
I think I don't think
media?
I don't think there's anything to navigate. I think it's like I just never say anything, and that's it. That's the plan.
That's
like,
the plan. Yeah,
that it's a very simple.
kind of like Trump.
Yeah, it's like you can't. Once you start making declarations, that's when people start. Then you're in trouble.
So Trump's in trouble because his logic and theory.
He said, "I ain't on that list."
It's deny everything.
Yeah,
deny,
yeah.
deny. And Pedro and Bad Bunny said,
"What are you talking about?"
Just nothing. Just
Yeah.
silence.
I don't know what you mean. We're good.
Deny what? There's nothing. There's no deny. There's no confirm.
I appreciate their approach.
the high road.
I appreciate that in 2025, you can walk that line and it works. And the sort of question of it all helps you with a certain audience, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I mean, even with us, like it's fun to think about this and talk about it.
I'm having a blast right now.
But I just mean like it's like a fun, it's like, oh, this I don't think this is a strategy. I think it's like, well, shit, I don't know. I'm not going to talk about it.
Another petal to this flower. A lot of people say, hey, bi doesn't exist. Oh, I hate a bi motherfucker, blah, 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 blah. Maybe that's the secret to being bi, like Pedro or Bad Bunny. You can never be accused of being bi if you never say, I'm bi.
Yeah.
People who have to knock on the door, hey guys, guess what? I'm bi now. When you make the declaration that you're bi, that's when people get upset.
I think the problem is there's never been a bi person. It's like being vegan. Like they're going to tell you. They're going to tell you.
How do you know if somone's bi? Don't worry, they'll tell you.
Yeah, exactly.
Bisexuality, CrossFit, and veganism.
The three things you can't stop talking about.
The three horsemen.
You gotta let somebody know. Within the first hour of meeting them, you got to let them know.
I wonder.
Oh, actually,
But I have met people who quietly enjoy a vegan lifestyle and CrossFit and bisexuality. I do a podcast 3 days a week with one of them. I don't know how you do it, brother.
CrossFit isn't for me, dude. It's not.
We'll call it extreme fitness. Look, you leave it all on the floor every day, but you don't post selfies all the time.
Sure.
You're not in r/Barry's boot camp, hotties, Dallas.
Why you got to bring Dallas into it?
Look, I know you're a moderator. It's not a big deal.
I know you're a mod.
Let's see here. What else we got? The Time Magazine Top 100 podcast lists came out, and I'm really realizing that, I just hate a list. The any list that you probably have to pay money to enter.
I don't think you have to pay money, but I think the advertisers pay greatly because it's the only thing that gets clicks. Like I think it's like the way that the Forbes only exists for that list. Like Forbes would not be in business without that list. That list dictates their entire Time. If Time doesn't do the Time 100 of whatever that is, I think Time might cease to exist.
Man, what Time used to be the greatest and biggest magazine in the world, and now it's a goddamn listicle, huh?
I mean, I've never looked at Time magazine, so I don't really know.
I mean, it's before our time, pardon the
Sure,
pun.
totally. I don't know if it's
60s, 70s, it was.
Yeah,
It's
course,
that
yeah.
in the Bible
Of
in
course.
terms of text.
I'm gonna go Bible, but yeah, I feel you. I don't know but I didn't look at that list because I also think the lists, whether they're music or podcasts or people or people under a certain age that are successful, it just doesn't feel like information I care about. Like it's like I don't care what Time thinks of podcasting. That's not what I come to that magazine for.
I don't think,
I don't really care what anyone thinks of podcasting because I don't know who, like, there's no Rolling Stone or whatever of podcast. There's no like historical sort of publication that you're like, even though this doesn't feel super relevant now, like this was it.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe if I think Pitchfork should do it.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea.
Because you have like, I was thinking, you said Rolling Stone, I'm thinking music. When's the last time anyone respected the Grammys and their decisions? You know, it's like, why am I letting some or the Oscars? Why am I letting some old white guy tell me what the best hip hop album is or metal album is? It's always just like the same thing over again. Sure. The same artists every single time. It's the same podcast
That's not
every
true.
single time.
Her is nominated in several different categories.
It's this. So I think lists are okay as long as it's an honest, real list, and it's not the list that's like the best podcasts are the ones that are the most listened to, and then have subject matter that advertisers like. So it's like rich diversity and cultural awareness.
I just don't think that you can. I don't know. Something about music feels more objective to me. Where like I can appreciate something that I also don't want to listen to. I can be like, damn, this is good as fuck, but I never need to listen to it. It deserves an award. Podcasting, I do not think of it that way. Like there's no way I could listen to a podcast that I'm not interested in and be like, that's good. It's just not how it works.
Interesting.
You know what I mean? Because it's like there's too much like, I don't know. There's no artistry involved. It's just like somebody being themselves or doing too much research on a subject I don't care about. It's tough to like. I'm not going to just power through that when there's other choices that are entertaining. It doesn't make sense. But I think that's the thing with what was number one, like Smart List or something.
I don't even know.
Yeah,
Las Culturistas every time.
They started their own award show. They're like, you know what? Fuck it. We're going to do our own award show.
That, honestly,
sick.
We talk a lot of mess
sick. No, that shit's
on
sick.
those
I think
guys.
it's really cool.
I would say that is a very smart idea.
Awesome.
Because they're literally doing exactly what we're doing, which is saying awards and lists are stupid. It's an archaic and broken system. And then we just say it's stupid and gay.
And then do our own.
And then we go get a coffee and then forget. And then they're like, we'll just start our own. And
we'll
have cool. brands give us millions of dollars to do it.
I would say it's one of the coolest podcast related things I have seen anyone do.
Should we do a podcast awards, but for straight people?
The Gaunies?
The Gaunies. It'll have to be in Copenhagen, but
Gaunies presented by Gauni. Welcome to
we laugh. We kid.
I don't think that.
But then it's going to be the same thing. All the gay podcasters are going to be like, let me guess, Joe Budden won again.
Yeah, it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be the same thing. No, I would give Las Culturistas an award, actually, obviously, to get them to attend. And then, of course. Yeah. It's the same. It's all the game. It's like, I want to meet Joe Budden. I'm going to give Joe an award. I want to congratulate the Culturistas on their great award show. I'll invite them. I want to see what Alex Cooper's face looks like up close. She's getting an award. She's getting an award.
That's a very specific
I'm just
desire, and I like it.
No, we're giving them all awards. Whoever I want to see.
Yeah.
PJ Vote, I'm giving you an award. I want to see who you bring as your date. You know what I mean? There's all these reasons to do this.
Who's Marin going to bring?
It's the same way that it's the same way she works at Cookbook. It's the same way that the Grammys invite they no one comes unless they're going to win or it's their first or second time.
Or if they need a red carpet moment.
Yeah.
Or
But I'm
something
saying
like
there's
that.
always no one's going to that because they respect the organization so much. They're going to it for one of 3 specific reasons.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think we could do the Gaunies. I just don't. I don't want to step on. What's the other guy's name? Bowen and what's his name?
Matt.
I like Matt. What I'm saying, I don't want to step on their toes, but it does
They'll
feel like
think it's hot.
there's room for a straight version.
Yeah, like people say, like who's going to be the Joe Rogan of the left? Who's going to be the culturistas of the heterosexual center left?
No, I mean, I would look,
bring up the code switchers. Let's see you code switch right now. I bet you I could code switch better than you motherfuckers.
Okay, up next, I'm going to present the award for best code switcher, and
Oddly enough, the code switching podcast snubbed again. Come Town wins again. Like, oh, it's literal code switching. Okay. Ooh.
oh, my bad. I thought it's not the name; it's the act. I got it. Okay, got it.
Yeah, it's kind of like when like a straight guy plays a gay character and they're like, did we not have any gay actors who could do this? Does it have to be these 2 straight guys in Brokeback, or does Will Smith have to do it?
Paul
Mescal again. Can we get a real code switcher up here? Does it have to just be people who talk about the process?
All right, Aquafina, get on up here. Congratulations.
Well, I didn't even think about Ak.
Big Ak, you won it again.
It's academics and Aquafina. It's Ak and Ak in the final bracket.
We got to make academics give the award for best code switching to Aquafina.
Best code switching presented by DJ Academics. And you know, like when you're watching the Grammys and like it shows the board and like the agency that does the counting of
PricewaterhouseCoopers,
but it's academics.
He's got the briefcase like it's from a gangster movie where they rob a bank.
And speaking of robbing the bank, when they're on the railroad track and they pull the switch to move it from one, and he does the ceremonial switching of the code.
That's
clink,
nice.
Clink.
That's nice. I think this
And
is.
Aquafina goes, hey, how's it going? What's up, fam? I need a chopped cheese the Aki way anyway. Grandma, my violin practice is tomorrow.
I think this is a really good idea. I think the thing is, what I would want to change at the Gaunies, I want to
Jabberwockies, if you took those masks off, you could be up there on the code switchers.
I want to give people cash prizes from a sponsor. Like, fuck this fake ceremony. Let me give you $1,000 cold hard cash and a trophy. Let's make it interesting.
Oh.
Thank you, Happy Dad, or whoever.
Yeah, Bella Freud, you get a stack of 20s from BetterHelp. Hey, that's on you, fam.
Yo, you really did this though.
And it's no big check.
No.
It's no
cash.
It's hard cash in an envelope.
$1,000 cash. Best overall podcast gets 10 bands. This is our could have been house.
And
it's one night only.
That's how we'll get people out there.
Yeah.
Because if there's real money, we can raise. You can go on your TBPN network, get those guys, scrounge up $100K.
Let's get OpenAI involved. Let's
get OpenAI. I just gave them $20 of my cold hard cash today. I saw a little MX noti. I was like, ooh, I don't like that. I'm giving money to.
Let's get OpenAI involved. Mercedes can jump on if they want. They can be the official car of the Gaunies.
And I think if the Oscars were like, even the Grammys, like instead of giving an award that you have to buy from them for $750 that gets shipped to your house 3 months later. If they were like, hey, guy who did the best mixing on this country record, we'll give you $50,000. They'll be like, I need that money.
Well,
I just had a kid. Like, this is going to save my life.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. Money is the greatest gift you can give anyone. And I think that's the real award for hard work.
Mm-hmm.
I think
we need to stop paying these people an exposure.
Dude.
And start giving them a little piece of change for doing something a little strange.
Yeah, I think this is a good idea. We'll start works. We'll get Ian on the phone. We'll get the sponsors lined up. I think the venue could be tough. I mean,
Why?
Obviously you just need. I mean, it's got to hold thousands of people. So I don't know. I don't know what is Brooklyn Paramount available? Like I don't know. I don't know what.
Who's hosting
MSG? You got to go pretty far out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're looking at 27, 28 right now.
We're looking at end of 27.
Which is fine. It'll take some time, I like this idea.
I went over to, after lunch, after we took our photo, I went to joint custody. I took a bike over there. The record vintage store here that I sent you. And man, What a place. I realized I'd been there before, but the fact that a store that good exists in Washington, D.C. and not New York or L.A. is special.
What, did you buy anything?
No, I was also like, oh, you got any? I go up to these two dudes. I'm like, yo, you guys got any like heat in the back and an XL that ain't out here?
You got any wild shit?
And it was they just looked at me. They're like, I mean, we have thousands of shirts, dude. What do you mean? I was like, all right, my bad.
Did you break it down for them at all?
I didn't. I was like, you know what? I don't want to get into this because I feel like it's going to be a whole thing. But I mean, they were really nice. I was just
did you walk in and say, show me the Zach Bia section?
I mean, kinda. They had.
Let's say I was Pete Wentz.
Yeah, let's say I was Pete Wentz.
What would you show me?
Well, it's very hardcore forward. You know what I mean? They got the Judge poster. They got all this hardcore. So it's like they have shit like that. Mm-hmm. But on the fly, I was like, yeah,
it's hard.
Do you have any chokehold stuff from 97 in an XL? I couldn't. You need
to write down.
I know
ahead of time.
But I came back home and I bought a shirt on eBay. So I mean, it could be worse.
Okay, shout out to Chris for not supporting small local businesses.
I wanted to. I would have loved to give those guys money. I bought stuff online before. Mm-hmm. I support. They have 2 locations.
That's great.
But it would
be cool if you were like a bank robber and you walk in, you've got the Warzone ski mask on, and then you just slide a piece of paper across the table and it just says like undertow 7-inch
uniform choice original XL. No, I mean, that's a good idea.
Chain of strength hoodie in the bag and no one gets hurt, lady.
I'm not gonna say it again. Yeah, I just I think that the selection was vast, but I think that what I thought about though was that all record stores should have like a good vintage t-shirt buyer. You know what I mean? It makes so much sense to have that in the same space, and it brings a different kind of person in the store.
Like how every good bookstore has a coffee shop.
Yeah,
they go hand in hand.
Records, you can only sell so many records, and I think you can sell a lot of T-shirts, and it's the same. You know, it's like arguably the same bands and shit that you're looking for.
I mean, I remember being a youngster with my brother, and we would go and we would have $20, and it's like, do we buy the CD or do we buy the shirt?
Yeah,
and they have. Both have
poster
or the poster.
Yeah,
how do you want to signal?
Yeah, there's at least 3 things to buy if you take out like format, tape, CD, vinyl.
Do I want to know and love Alice in Chains, or do I want my 8th grade friends
to know that I
know and love Alice in Chains?
No, it's a time honored question. You know, it's a time honored question.
It ain't easy. Yeah. I guess speaking of the. When I was talking about can we get a gay actor to play gay characters instead of straight, the New Yorker magazine.
The New Yorker magazine.
The New Yorker. The magazine,
this magazine,
The New Yorker.
The New Yorker.
They wrote an article about Sniffies, the gay hookup app that we've talked about on this podcast, and they managed to find a woman that specializes in feminine dating to write the expose story on.
In some ways, it is feminine dating if you really think about it. I think it is.
We are gayer than the people who are on Scruffy. It is only for men.
I didn't read it yet. I just saw the Instagram post, but I thought
read it.
I think it's about everything. I think it's about I think it's about cruising culture in general.
Okay,
and obviously it touches on Grindr and all the modern stuff as well.
Shorty touching on Grindr. Okay. I haven't read it yet,
but it is.
But you know, there's so many great writers who actively have Sniffies accounts open right now who are listening to this podcast, and they are the ones who should be writing this. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
I agree on some level, but
get Phillips Horst.
I'm also thinking though that maybe they're too close to it. No pun intended. And maybe having
they're in the eye of the hole.
A bird's eye view might be a better place to be to do that. I see both sides.
They can't see the forest for the balls.
Yeah, exactly.
Understood.
Exactly. I just think it's possible. I just like to present the argument.
Do you think that when there's not an app, a straight person's cruising app that's that direct?
Oh, definitely not. That would never fly.
Well, I think we're probably days away. It has to be
No, because you have to understand that would have to involve women's participation, which is something that would be very difficult to get.
Well, I've never used Sniffies, but I have been in rooms where men will be like, "Oh, I heard you talk about Sniffies on the podcast. LOL, that was so funny. Do you want to see what it looks like?" And they'll just pull it up.
It's a map, right?
Wherever we are in the world, there'll be a cluster of people that are open and ready for business. And it's not like their LinkedIn photo. It's just a photo of their dick.
Yeah.
So a woman essentially, in theory, could be doing the same thing.
Hey, we could all be doing a lot of shit in theory, but it's just a wiring issue.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just a wiring issue. Because
it is a boys only thing.
I'm saying that because I feel like that market is too huge to not have been explored if there was something to explore. You know what I mean? Like it would be crazy that one of these kooky founders hadn't thought about this, 10 years ago.
I think the idea has been thought about, obviously, and I think that as we continue, the pendulum of equality continues to swing into a singularity. There could be, maybe it's 5 years, maybe it's 10 years.
It doesn't have anything to do with equality. That's not what it's about. It's about like comfortability and what someone is okay with culturally. And I think that gay culture is very different. There's though, because of the AIDS crisis, there's sort of a cloak that is an ununderstood sort of part of gay culture. Like you can be a straight guy and go fuck a million dudes. None of them are going to call your wife. Mm-hmm. None of them are going to call your girlfriend. None of them are going to post about it on Instagram. There's an understood sort of, we were persecuted for so long that it's like deeply ingrained in our culture that we keep it between us. Mm-hmm. You know who doesn't keep shit between them?
Hoes be talking.
That's what I'm saying. And it's just that I think is the main differentiator. I really do.
Yeah, women, you have to learn how to respect the download trade. And until
they're like, no,
it's like when you're a kid and you're asking your parents for a guitar or a bicycle or a computer or something, and they're like, we'll give you the guitar when we feel that you're responsible and you're ready for it. Mm-hmm. And right now, judging based on your character and your behaviors,
you're not ready.
This is not something that you're going to treat with the respect it deserves.
That's a great example. That's exactly my
I want a knife, Daddy.
That's exactly what my parents said to me about a Honda Civic. So I totally get it. Mm-hmm.
Ladies, stop talking on all of our dicks, and maybe you'll be able to have loose and free sex the way the fellas do. To all of our parents and parents-in-law and relatives and family members and neighbors who are listening to this podcast right now, sorry about all this stuff.
You know what you were signing up for. All right, we got to go to the Atlantis for this show. We had another guest snafu today, but this time it was reasonable. And she will be joining us on a special Monday episode. Mm-hmm. We got what do we got next week?
Bro, I don't know.
No, I'm looking. I'm saying.
I'm too busy.
Oh, okay. We got a couple next week. Okay. Anyway, thank you guys for listening. How Long Gone? Toronto, Friday night. Get your tickets.
The
Great Hall.
The show's going great. I've been working on it all day today. I skipped the gym in order to create a fun show for y'all. So come on out. And then London at the 100 Club, August 4th with our friend Blondie. We will be downloading the Oasis show at Wembley the night before. And then Food Lovers in London, I think I'm going to go to eat at a restaurant, and I will talk about that as well.
Nice. HowLongGone.com is the website. Get your tickets. We'll see you soon. Thank you for listening.
All up in my face, you're not from the clique. Give me space, we might ride this shit. Most say that, baby, they don't love the clique.